G'day, Jake here from Pink Boots Hire. Today we've got a towable cherry picker. So for anyone who hasn't operated one before or is the first time operating one of these machines, I'm just going to take you through the step-by-step operation, setting it up, parking in position, then to operating from the basket. So let's go. Please ensure that your machine has your name on it. This one is for Australian Moulding and Door Company. This is their machine. Yours will have a ready for hire tag and your name on it. Once you've confirmed this is the machine that you've hired, then we're going to hook it up. Ensure that the latch is up, not down, and the brake is off. Ensure we have chains with 2 D-shackles, one on each chain. Each one of our machines or trailers has 2 adapters, both flat and round, so there's no need for adapters. Then back your car and put it down. Ensure the jockey wheel is up and out of the way, locked in. Then you lock it onto the car, dropping that down, clicking it on. Make sure brake is not on when driving. And obviously undo, onto your car. Then choose your flat or round plug into your car. From there you'll need to check the brakes are working. We check it ourselves, but just to make sure your car is working as well, have someone put the brakes on or put your hazards on, indicators, walk to the back of the machine. So here at Pink Boots, part of our post-hire checklist is actually checking the lights every time it comes back. So now I'll just check. Left, right, brake, parkers, all good. So before going anywhere, after you've hooked it up to the car, just ensure all the pins are in. There's a front pin for the front boom and a back pin here. Please ensure these are both in and locked down before driving anywhere. So whenever reversing the cherry pickers, or any trailer for that matter, make sure that you've got the brake stop on. It stops the brakes coming on when you're reversing. So when you get to site, you need to work out what you're working on and where you're going to position the machine. So today we're working on the light up here. First thing you need to do before taking it off the car is to put the chocks in place. The chocks are located behind the main boom in a box, in front and behind the tyre. One for each wheel. We need to remove it off the car. Remove the safety pin, pull it up, lock the jockey wheel in position and start to wind up. After disconnecting it from your car, make sure you disconnect both your safety chains and your trail lights before driving off. Once off the car and you want to operate the machine, firstly you need to take the pins out. One up the front and one down the back. Now we're ready to go. Starting the machine. Most of the time the key will be in here, but if not, the key is stored in a key safe under the hood. It's a key safe for the code, so the code will be given to you. All our cherry pickers, we have spare fuel under the hood. The fuel is always filled up every time it comes back, so you don't need to worry about filling it up. But if you do run out of fuel on site, there's one 5-litre jerry can in addition. So to start the machine from the bottom, you want to make sure the e-stop is out. The 2 switches are down for the stabilizer and the base. So now we can start it from the bottom. If the machine hasn't been started today, you may need to push the choke on if it's cold. So in order to do that, you push the choke down first and then start the machine. Once the machine's started, then we can put down the stabilizers. All the stabilizers are operated from these 4 controls. When setting up the machine, please be aware you probably need a 4x4 meter clear area for the legs to go down. So once all the legs are down and in position, the green light will come on saying lift enabled. Now you can operate the boom. The towable cherry pickers can be operated from the basket or from the base. So when operating from the base, we flick the left switch up onto the boom, leave the right switch down on base, and then you can operate all the functions you can from the basket from the base. When operating from the base, you can also have a speed control here. I usually make sure it's all the way up to start, and then if you're getting close to the walls or the equipment you're trying to work on, turn it right down to slow speed just so you don't damage anything. Ensure it's turned on, e-stop's out, and both switches are in the up position to operate from the basket. Now we can start and stop from the basket. With all our cherry pickers, we supply 2 harnesses. So before operating in the basket, you need to wear your safety harness. If you need any help with putting on a safety harness, I've got links in the comments below and on the video of how to put on a safety harness. Now we're going to get into the cherry picker. Step down, foot on. There are 2 points for attaching a harness below. So now we've got our harness on, we're connected to the basket. We're going to start the machine from the basket. So to start it from the basket, we pull out the e-stop, turn it on here, green light comes on. That means we can operate from the basket. Now we can start. So once the machine's started, you want to start operating, you must have your foot on the dead man switch in order for the machine to operate. If you require 240 volt power in the basket, you can plug a lead into the lower part of the boom and then it'll send power up to the top boom. So when you're up in the air, you've got 240 volt power. So if you're ever up in the boom and you do run out of fuel, you can still get down using the emergency lower. You need to ensure the machine is on, green light's on, e-stop's out, dead man switch down, and then push down on the emergency lower and the machine will come down. So now we're going to pack up the stabilizers. So now we're going to put the 2 switches into the down position so we can operate from the base. So what you can do when packing up the stabilizers to start is I'll push them all down at the same time so the machine lowers evenly. As you do drop the machine, just make sure the chocks are still in the right position so the machine doesn't roll away once the legs are up. Once you've raised all the stabilizers, make sure you put the pins in too. Now time to put the car on. Always put the car on before you take the chocks away. You don't want that rolling away. So that's all for the towable cherry pickers. If there's anything else, comment below. Refer to the user manual or give us a call at Pink Boots Hire. Taking service to new heights.